Yippee! And greetings. So this is also, regarding Asa here on Earth, um, testing out your proficiency in evolution and if you will be able to make it after you've ruined your chance originally and you chose to eat from the tree of life, and now that the tree of knowledge is still here, you did everything in your power to annihilate it for selfish reasons of administrating attention on the outside, for facade egomaniac reasons, because you want my titties elsewhere and my vagina elsewhere, because you believe you have jurisdiction over my body parts, since Aaron made sure to murder me at every possible level. Now I know that on Earth now, all the guys think that they don't measure. If I was chatting on a random app now, you just go chat and then you just start to talk to random people on a Android weird laptop. And the guys were from Canada. And I'm like, why don't you just drive your boat? Are you rich? Are you an heir? Do you have rich parents you can tell, hey mommy, can you buy me a ticket please? Since they're all prima donna douchebags now, they don't do jack for themselves. But none of them was rich, and they can't come here by boat. But it would be fascinating for anyone on the planet. I'm not telling you to enter the United States if you can. But if you are civil enough to feel confident enough as a masculine to not need to murder me as a child, and then every emanation of mine, I go, and they know that after detention I'm gonna be on a Greyhound, go somewhere. So before detention, before I even think these thoughts, he will send Mayo to go, who actually is a felon thief, to go on Greyhound to every town and fuck us five, to cancel all my possibilities of chances to live, So this is what my murderer Aaron did. And he had murdered me vehemently as a kid with Amber, who's now he's gonna marry and chop me up for, And Magali, these people came after, they were hired after those facts. So the Magali, Diane, Nasrallah, those people didn't murder me in Atenea. They weren't even there. These people came later when I was readopted as Melania. Then they brought all the torture network, because the Tabrawis forbade me to say Aurore. If I would ever say je suis Aurore, they would beat me, put me in a dungeon, and only let my murderer Mel be that person. And up until now, it's good. It's continuing. So, and it wasn't the fault of Nicholas per se. It was the fault of his evil sisters, Jacqueline, Adeline, and Hakit. Fucking really evil people. Who wanted my inheritance to go to Hardaba, one of Nicholas's kids, and Karen al-Khazin, the kid of, Nicholas, and my mom, Mary. So that's the real Dima Tabrawi, but also they have Prince William's name was that too. So Prince William also has the Dima Tabrawi name as their own. That's why he's buddies with Karen al-Khazin, the real Dima Tabrawi, because he was a chick. And he had to get his masculine genitalia from Karen al-Khazin, the real Dima Tabrawi. So Prince William is a living Dima Tabrawi, and he's the one who got Aaron to call me originally, at UPS to pretend that Magalo had written the letter, because their dad, Claude, is a crook, assassin, fake for writer, to program the masses in Lebanon to now accept his sons, the Nasrallah, as their salvation. And he's programming the field entirely wrong. He's an actual terrorist felon who's been poisoning me since they've coordinated 911 to blow up the Twin Towers for Magali, Mohammed Nasrallah, and Diane, Amir Nasrallah, to shoot Aaron, take me to BCDC, get them out, come here, do fireworks. That's why they did 911. 2, troll Hilton Head, troll the world progressively using the media, using my degree for fine arts, graphic design, whereby they didn't graduate Magali in AUB, who was a civil engineer, who did that only to fuck with Aaron every day. They only graduated Magali under fine arts and bachelor in graphic design to pretend that me and Aaron hooked up in the end, but Israel found out, Netanyahu, and he bombed the living shit out of Beirut that day, thankfully. Every single time Netanyahu would bomb, I'd be the only, I was never Lebanese, I would go on the rooftop, start to scream, pick me up, to all the fucking Israeli fucking army. Every day I hated Lebanon, I hated these people. I wished every day that the Israeli cops would fucking pick me up. And I was so fucking happy every time they fucking bombed the living shit out of these idiots. So now I'm hoping he does it. Because now they're programming the field. They're using my degree in AUB to nigger all the Arabs, to make them an army anti-Jerusalem. Like, say here, I'm a Jerusalemite. Say I had a session kid one time. He came to my tent. He brought his tools. He's an artist. He's a very renowned artist in the United States. He was drawing on some wooden carved stuff. He started to get the beginning of his session. He was programmed slightly by the terrorists to come say, oh, you're going to suck my dick, by Amber and shit. But then he got on with the program. He wasn't a complete Negro. So he was like, you know, held my hand, tried to romance me. And normally for Jerusalemite chicks, you know, you build on love. You send them away for them to dream of love, to want to kiss your lips the next morning, to want to remove your clothes, to want to fall in love with you. But no, United States of America, they're anti-Jerusalem. They only give a fuck about Troll, Nasrallah, Lebanon, and Askaya Bad Puppies. That's all they give a fuck about the current day United States. So as soon as he left, he was attacked by Karim Tawil, who took him subsequently to the tent up front, only carrying in that moment with Aaron to arrest me at how I dare be Jerusalemite, how I dare, you know, be a real woman. How dare I? How am I not a tranny from Lebanon? So they had to take that guy to Team Tranny Land and make him lose his chance with me, because I had already told him before he left that they were going to attack him and that his test would be to not let them in. But I honestly, since that, you know, I don't even believe that there's a man able. Because I believe every man feels that he's lesser than Aaron. Because every man thinks that since he hasn't murdered me, drowned me, burnt me, shot me, clowned me, drowned me, and suffocated me, and kept me in a refrigerator and all the above. Since no other man did that to me, no man has it in him to be confident enough to come towards me and say, fuck, you're gorgeous, ma'am. Can I please have a seat next to you? Will you please accompany me on my private jet anywhere? But no man can do that, because they all go suck Amber's titty, eat fucking Hardaba's fucking nigger like little anus. They're all losers. They don't have one man left. No one. So, as Aurora Med of New Creation, I can understand that humanity is ashamed. You are living in shame and fear. You all have to wear fucking clothes every day and lie about your sexes. Keep bushes to pretend you have a fucking vagina when you know you don't. You know, keep putting a facade on porn to pretend you're a chick when you know you ain't. It's disgusting. They're all in shame, and now that they've failed with the tree of knowledge, they want to totally chop up any possibility of me telling them more truth. They want to put me in an eternal lockup now, in a jail, in a prison, tell me that I'm mad, stuff like that. So I don't need to take the medication, but they will recommend that. Because if they can't take me to court and lie now to the judge, tell them that I'm schizophrenic, because Ralph will fucking support it. He will start to say that I'm Amber and I rape him at night, but I'm in denial in the day, that I'm Mayo and I go fuck the neighbors, but I'm in denial, that I'm Hardaba and that I do whatever Hardaba does. He will say all that to pretend it's all on me, to encourage them, because look, he even wrote it here. So he's planning to take me to court. Court, 10 a.m. on the 11th December 2025. And here they have Dr. J at 2:30. That's all to prepare Amber to receive when they cut me in court here. You know, and that's where he said before, same with the same pen. He wrote here, no, it was a different one, 12 p.m. Beaufort on the 18th when they caught me from Tiki Hut. The next day I got out with Robai, not with this guy, but this guy went to get someone else to take them to do fireworks here because he had sent me a message on this number saying, oh, it must be so beautiful to swim under the stars. Because as soon as Magali sent me in with the evil cops, they let Magali, the shooter, go swim around the ocean. Like, that's actual terror. The cops of Beaufort all knew that he's a forsaken terrorist who had just shot a cop. They took me away to let the forsaken terrorist go meander and swim around the ocean. And then they think, the evil fucking mayor here, that tourists will come bring more children. I forbid you. I now place a trespassing notice. Don't come here. No one come to Hilton Head. Do not swim in their ocean. Do not pay $1 to any bartender or hotel. Don't come here. It's an order for you to be safe. Period.